Hello students, Namaskar. In our previous some of the videos, we have studied the properties of determinants. Dear students, we have studied 6 properties of determinants, and all of the properties are equally important. You need to keep all of the properties in your mind while solving these questions or while finding the value of a determinant using the properties of determinants. So I am sure you will keep all of the properties in your mind. I have properly taught you all of the properties and then recalled all of the properties. Now it's your work to keep all of the properties in your mind while solving the questions of determinants using properties of determinants. Dear students, today I have taken some of the questions that are to be solved using the properties of determinants. Here the question is, using the properties of determinants and without expanding, find the value of these determinants. Okay, so first of all I am finding the value of the first determinant. So here the solution for the first question is, I am solving the first question here. What we are to do, students, is we have to find the value of this particular determinant as 0 without expanding it. Okay, so students, we have one of the properties that if all the elements of any row or a column are expressed as sum of 2 or more than 2 terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 or more than 2 determinants. So here you can see the C3, third column of this particular determinant, is containing all of the elements. All the elements of third column of this particular determinant are expressed as sum of 2 terms. Therefore determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants. So what we need to do, students, we have to prove the value of this one is equal to 0. So what we have to do, we have taken LHS. Okay, now LHS is equal to this one. This can be written as XA X, YB Y and ZC Z plus XAA YBB and ZCC. Dear students, since all the elements of the third column of this particular determinant are expressed as sum of 2 terms, therefore determinant has been expressed as sum of 2 determinants. So here you if you want to mention, you can mention using property number 5. Okay, now this is equal to, dear students, C1 and C3 of this particular determinant are identical, CXYZ and XYZ. So if any 2 rows or any 2 columns of a determinant are identical, the value of determinant is equal to 0. So here you can write 0 plus, here C2 and C3 of this determinant are identical. So you can see ABC and ABC. Therefore the value of this particular determinant is 0. Dear students, if you remember, we have studied one of the properties that if two rows or 2 columns of a determinant have the identical elements or are identical, then the value of determinant is equal to 0. So here, since C2 and C3 of this particular determinant are identical, therefore the value of this one is also equal to 0. Reason, what would you write here? Reason, you can write in first determinant, what and what are identical? C1 and C3 are identical. C1 and C3 are identical. And in second determinant, what? C2 and C3 are identical. C2 and C3 are identical. So since in this one C1 and C3 are identical, therefore the value of this one is equal to 0. In this one C2 and C3 are identical, therefore the value of this one is equal to 0. Hence we have got the value of this particular determinant overall is equal to 0, and that is what is equal to RHS, hence proved. So we have done this particular question. We have proved the value of this particular determinant is equal to 0 without expanding it. What we have done, we have only used the properties to find the value of this particular determinant is equal to 0. I am sure you have understood it. Let us talk about the next question. So next question is, students, this one. Students, if you remember, the sixth property of determinant was we can use this type of or Ci plus k times Cj for some scalar k. We can use this type of properties to a determinant. We can apply these properties or these operations to determinant. The value of determinant does not change. So we'll be using these, students. So what I am doing is I am taking LHS here, and LHS is obviously equal to this. Dear students, once if I am using R1 plus R2, and then if I will be using R1 plus R3, if I use these two operations to this particular determinant, then combinedly I can use it as R1 plus R2 plus R3. You will say this type of operation, we have not studied any property that says that this type of operation can be applied on a determinant and the value does not change. Yes, students, we have not studied, but we have studied that these operations can be applied, and the combination of these two operations is this one. So I am applying this particular property to this particular determinant, and you can keep in your mind that the value of determinant does not change if we apply this type of property. So applying R1 plus R2 plus R3, and when I apply this particular property to this particular determinant, what do we get? We get it as sum of R1 to be replaced by sum of R1, R2 and R3. So here we will be getting A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. Okay, and here the second element will be B minus C plus C minus A and plus A minus B, and the third element will be C minus A plus A minus B plus B minus C. Here these elements to be written here. There will be no change in these elements, to be written as it is, students. So B minus C, this element is C minus A, and this element is A minus B. Here these elements are C minus A minus B, B minus C. If you simplify this, so when we add A minus A gone, minus B plus B gone, minus C plus C gone, so 0 is the value we will be getting over here. So 0. Similarly, if you simplify, you will be getting the value of this one is also equal to 0. And here as well, if you add all these three elements, you will be getting the value of this one is equal to 0. So since all the elements of R1 of this particular determinant are 0, therefore the value of the determinant is equal to 0. It is quite obvious that if all the elements of any row or any column of a determinant are 0, the value of determinant is equal to 0. So since all the elements of R1 have become 0, therefore the value of this particular determinant is equal to 0. That is what is equal to RHS, hence proved. So dear students, we have taken two examples based on the properties of determinants. I am sure you understood. We will be taking lot more examples based on the properties of determinants, means we will be finding the value of a determinant using the properties of determinant. So for today, that's all. Thank you.